Well, the debut is underway of William Birchall, who fights in the southpaw stance there with those baby blue and pink shorts against the extremely tough Engel Gomez of Nicaragua. Got a real old school style about him, Birchall.
Yeah, he's got that wide stance. Looks like a slick southpaw, very sharp. He's just having a look here, touching with the front hand, trying to get his range. Yep. Changing the levels. Nice. Very good opponent to have on your debut. He brings different styles every time. And if he feels like he can have a go, he will.
There's a nice lead hook there from Birchall. He didn't get carried away, got through with it. And that is a beautiful southpaw jab, which he's just chucking out there. Just feeling his man out, trying to gauge that space, get that distance right.
Switch to orthodox here now, popping a jab from that stand, seeing if he can get a different look from Gomez.
Not being over eager here, you know, he's working behind his jab, and I think he's going to try and catch him with a big backhand.
I think he's trying to drag something out of Gomez here, you know, he won't want to throw too much and leave himself open, but you don't want to be waiting too long, but he's doing what he needs to be doing up to now.
It's a good disciplined start to the rounds of the professional debut of William Birchall. And I'll tell you a bit more about how I believe this came about when the first round is over. But at the moment, Birchall is just stalking his man, following him around. Plenty of feinting. And he can box out of both stances, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's popping the jab there, landed a couple of jabs. Hopefully he could follow that out with a second phase.
There are some journeyman away corner fighters who don't always look like they've come to get the W, but Engel Gomez is one of those ones who really does. And if Birchall can just keep him away with that sharp jab of his for these 4 rounds and look good in the process, it'll be a successful first fight in the pro ranks for him.
Yeah, it would, especially because Birchall's very sharp. I don't think he's going to get much back out of Gomez, which that's what he'd want, you know, because then he can come with his counters. You can see he's a counter puncher, but he's gone through the second phase there and caught him not ready.
Yeah, I think that sharpness and the feints are putting him off. You know, he's putting him in a little bit of a shell, and I think that's what his game plan is.
But a good, well-disciplined, mature opening round there for William Birchall. Now, last June we were at the SSE Arena in Belfast, and I was doing some interviews afterwards like I do for Queensberry. And my colleague Dev Sani was having a chat to William Birchall and talking about Leighton being an outstanding amateur. And he was talking obviously about Nelson, because Nelson had boxed that night. And he said, why aren't you a pro? And he said, I work with my dad. He says, you know, I leave these boys to box. And that's all I heard of that conversation. And I'm sure it was that seed which Dev Sani planted that night, which made him think, actually, I think I'll be right, because the whole family have done amazing things in the amateurs. You must have heard of them over the years.
Yeah, of course, we've heard of the lads, and they've all done fantastic. They probably can't remember how many national titles he's won between them, but I bet he's had a sit down after that conversation and thought, why not? Why not? And he's here tonight making his debut, and what a show.
A fair play to him. Good exchange of jabs there from both fighters, and instantly you can see there's a little bit more venom which is coming out of those shots from Birchall. The first round was a bit of a taster. That was a distance gauging round, and I think we'll probably start to see him throw his shots a bit more now. And he landed a good right hand there, and he's got him on the canvas, and Engel Gomez finds himself leaning down with one hand on the canvas, looking at his corner. For me, that looked a bit strategic to go down, because he knew what else was coming.
Yeah, he's done what a
Don't
rush
be
it
too
here.
eager here. I think he can buy his time.
Ref's jumped in. What a stoppage.
Great stoppage.
And that's a very good win for William Birchall, who on his professional debut said he would win by stoppage, and that is exactly what he's gone on and done. It was just a barrage of punches, and he didn't give Engel Gomez a moment to think, a moment to throw any shots back. A strong start to his pro career, Jack.
Yeah, great start. You know, he didn't give too much power at the start. I didn't give too much power in that second round either. He's waited to let them big shots go. When he let that big shot go, you know, I think it's confused him and it's hurt him. What a debut! What a debut against, you know, a top opponent. Great win. Congratulations to him and the team.
Well, only 8 people have managed to get Engel Gomez out of there in the 43 times he's been defeated. In its own way, it's a little bit of a statement.
Yeah, it's very good stoppage that. Like I said, he was trying to drag a shot out of Gomez. He dragged the jab out of him, and that's all he needed. It was a slip backhand what started that, and he went and finished the job. Yeah, the ref waved it off. Brilliant.
Fantastic start to the pros for William Birchall, who punches his chest, and Thomas Schreiber is posed and ready to tell us the official time.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 48 seconds of round number 2. Our referee in charge, John Latham, waves off the contest. Therefore, your winner by way of technical knockout and successful tonight in his professional boxing debut, William Birchall.